Hi guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman, and this week I'm checking out the 2020 Kia Forte5 GT Limited Edition Hatchback. Kia's Forte lineup was introduced to North America in 2010, and since the brand has evolved from this to this and now to this. Currently in its third generation, the economically impressive and newly designed Forte5 Hatchback receives GT trim styling for the first time. This is the first of a few Kias I'll be reviewing over the course of the next few weeks. Why? Because Kia is a brand on the come up, as they say, and they've been on my radar for the last couple years. I mean, have you seen their teaser clips for the upcoming K5? This is beautiful stuff, all from a company that consistently provides new styling, standard safety features, and offers it all for great value. But this video is all about the 2020 Forte5 GT Limited Edition model, and the fun begins in the front with the higher horsepower 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, producing 201 horsepower and 195 pounds of foot torque. But what does a dual exhaust system sound like from a vehicle influenced by its performance sibling, the Kia Stinger? Well, hit it! Amazing! And speaking about the Stinger, Kia's high performance model, which I'll review in the coming weeks, well, my GT shares similar design cues like the more aggressive body style, GT-inspired 18-inch wheels with red accents, surrounded by all-season performance tires with light snow traction capabilities, and is completed in the rear with a functional diffuser. Impressive styling continues with red trim complementing the new bumper design, and both the front and rear taillights receive standard LED lighting. I just mentioned it, but the GT comes with all-season performance tires with light snow capabilities. Now, I can't guarantee these are the same tires in your area, so make sure you are looking at your tires during purchasing. But what I can guarantee you is that your GT Limited Edition model will not come equipped with an extra spare tire. Instead, hidden under here, Kias provide you with extra storage space, like here, and with a tire mobility kit. As for the remaining trunk space, well, there's a lot back here, considering this is a hatchback, and the Forte5 leads more than a few of its competitors in this category. The rear seats fold 60/40, and because this is a hatchback, you don't require a quick release button to fold them, because you can simply reach the rear release hand lever from here. I'll review the rest of the interior in a minute, but specific to the GT Limited Edition model, you'll receive the Infotainment system with 8-inch touchscreen with standard navigation. Okay, and I'm highly gonna recommend that you just give it a quick swipe because it actually has multiple screens. Okay, you can tell with the sliders right there. Now this information is also connected to your driver cluster, and you can change everything if you prefer through here by using this button, and then you just scroll through it, okay? Now, typically when I get into a press car, I turn off all the safety features because I'm an old school driver. I like to look over my shoulder. I'm well aware of my surroundings. Now, my week with the GT, I did not do that. Okay, I did not turn off my lane assist departure or my blind spot warning. Instead, I kept it on because Kia has this great safety feature. And if you're a parent to a new driver, or if you're a seasoned driver in general, you'll appreciate this. Now, in some competitor brands like Honda, when you turn on your right turn signal, a video comes up and it actually shows you who's in your blind spot. Instead, Kia said, well, hey, I'm not gonna charge you for the extra video and the extra camera. Instead, when you turn on your right turn signal, and if somebody is even close to your blind spot, it will continue to beep. Don't be annoyed by the beeping, just go into your driver cluster or use the setup systems here and turn down the volume. As a parent, you're gonna wanna leave this feature on because you'll appreciate it. Another feature you'll appreciate as a parent, now this isn't new technology, this isn't a new concept, but in the Kia, when you put it in reverse, and the volume, and we know teenagers, we were all there. You're bumping to music, you think you're cool, you know, you're doing those things we do as teenagers. Well, in the Kia, they actually have a reduced reverse volume setting, which happens automatically. Let me show you. Okay. Very loud. You put it in reverse, it naturally goes down. Back forward, and it automatically goes back up. And like I said, as a parent, you will appreciate this safety feature. Again, not something new, but I haven't seen this in a vehicle in quite some time. Now, as the rest of the features go, well, here are some more popular ones for you. The GT has 3 driving modes: normal, smart, and sport. Sport mode is connected to paddle shifters, which are nicely designed. Connectivity is fair with a few USBs, 1 power plug-in, and an auxiliary hookup available. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are standard, with sound being projected through a Harman Kardon audio system, and both phone types are supported through wireless charging, only available in the GT Limited Edition model. Also, the steering wheel is heated, and both the front seats are ventilated and heated, with the rear seats only receiving heated functionality. And to top it all off, the red stitch with custom GT logo embroidery is a nice added touch and helps to elevate the soft synthetic leather in the GT, which looks good when the sunroof is open. Okay, back behind the wheel of the 2020 Kia Forte5 GT Limited Edition, and after driving this car for a week, I can 100% say my top 2 favorite features are definitely the seats are super comfortable, and the transmission in sport mode, but using the paddle shifters. The transmission is fine even when you leave it in normal or smart mode as well too. I just find it is so much more fun when it's in sport mode and using the paddle shifters. The paddle shifters are nicely placed, they're the right size, and they feel really, really good. Now, back to comfort. Like I do whenever I have a press vehicle, I ask my fiance to join me for a test drive, but this time I also asked my stepkids to join us, because it's really important to know how your passengers feel in a car, especially when you're considering a new car. And we all agree that the seats are incredibly comfortable. The kids love the stereo system. The Harman Kardon stereo system is really, really good. You've seen it in some of my other videos. But Eric was blown away by the transmission as well. I mean, for a 200 horsepower car, it really giddy-ups and go-goes, if you know what I mean. And it was impressive. It is a CVT transmission, but Kia refers to their CVT transmission as intelligent variable transmission. So same thing, they just call it something differently. And if you saw my RAV4 video, I mentioned why a CVT is incredibly efficient, and it's produced a lot more cost effectively as well. Now, staying with comfort, the armrest is adjustable. So if you find that it's too short for you, you can actually move it forward. And for my taller guests in the vehicle, the Forte5, remember, is a hatchback. So it slopes in the rear. So you might find if you're probably over 6 feet, it's gonna get super close on the top of your head there if you're a passenger. If you're 6'1", 6'2" in the front, you should be fine. One disappointment that I have is that the Forte5 GT is not offered in a manual transmission. I mean, fair enough, you could always go to an Elantra N GT, or you can go to the Veloster. It's in the same family of Hyundais, and I mean, it offers great value. So that's one thing I should mention too, is Eric was incredibly impressed that the Forte5 GT comes all equipped for less than $30,000. And if you get the one step below, I think it's the EX limited edition, it's only $2,000 less. And when you do your math, that's roughly about $35–40 $50 difference per month. If you don't go to Tim Hortons as much, or for my American viewers, to Dunkin' Donuts or even to Starbucks, you can absolutely 100% bump it up to the GT, and you'll get everything all inclusive. And also, you know, if you want to drop it down, you might not like the red trim on this too, the EX might be better for you. Besides the comfort and the transmission being my top two favorite features, I've also been incredibly shocked with the safety. I mentioned it before, but I've actually left my blind spot warning on, and even when you have your right turn signal on, if somebody's super close to your blind spot, it continues to beep. And remember, if you don't like those features, you can turn them off, but I highly recommend, if you have new drivers in your household or young kids, just leave that on and turn the volume down. Remember, you can go in your Nuvo system, either in the infotainment system in the center, or go through your driver's cluster. It's really simple to do. I showed you in the video. Have a quick look. I guess my final thoughts really are, you know, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and the same can be said about Kia. You know, it was only a few years ago that they were the value brand. They're the economical brand, and let's just be honest, they were the cheap brand, right? You got them because they were cheap, but not anymore. You look at their Stinger, you look at the new K5 coming out, you look at this GT, and they've come leaps and bounds for how far they have come in styling, performance, standard features. So they just, to me, I think Kia is a brand that proves you don't have to spend $50,000 plus to get a good vehicle. You know, I mentioned in all my videos, test drives are for free. Visit Kia Canada or Kia USA. I'll provide the links down below. Test drives are for free, right? Now, if you call in advance, you can totally schedule your test drive so you don't have to wait in line or just hang out in general, right? So besides that, guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss How To Tuesdays or Feature Car Friday. Thanks, guys.